all. Happy Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed their fabulous weekend. Here we are jumping into the end of May. Can you believe it's coming up? Not only that, end of school year is coming up. Here we are rounding out that time of the year that some of us as parents are super excited. Others of us are hoping that our children have found summertime jobs to keep them busy because that means they're going to be in the house or driving their cars more or driving us crazy. I don't know, one of the two, who knows? But I am just waiting for Instagram to catch up here as it appears they are telling us to hang on to let people know. So, hello. And for some of you that watch, I'm sure as you've seen the logo change in the corner there, I am no longer with Coldwell Banker. I have made an amazing change over to EXP, and I am super excited, as most of you know, about my change over to EXP. Lots of amazing things have happened, not only professionally, but personally. It's like almost the fire, like a fire got lit, and all of my clients are now coming into where they're ready to buy. Lots of great stuff. So I feel very honored, and I'm glad to be a part of Mitch's team and all of the crew out there at EXP. This last weekend, they had a huge shareholders event here held in Orlando. I, unfortunately, to some of my friends that I met in Cabo a few months ago, was not able to see you. So if you watch, hello to all of you. I was enjoying my time with my husband watching our son, Austin, perform in LA at his end of year showcase. And now we like have the end of the year for junior year for Ava, if you can believe that. I don't even know what to tell you. So, thank you all for joining your favorite Orlando real estate agent, Lisa. And why not? Because what else would you be doing on this beautiful, marvelous Monday? So, let's jump in because there's a lot of things happening out there in this crazy world, besides real estate and being a mom, which is crazy enough. Um, for those of you, that are in real estate or your buyers and sellers, always the question is do I do this now? Is it a good time to jump in? Is it a good time to sell my house? you know the market, the interest rates. I mean, there's so many questions, and it can be so overwhelming. And when it becomes an overwhelming and you have questions like that, hopefully you've reached out to find yourself a good real estate partner. If not, you know how to reach me. And then what ends up happening is then I also, if there's questions, then I have my great real estate team that I work with, which is a team of lenders, home inspectors. I have great real estate attorneys as well that can also help answer a lot of questions. So when you start to ask yourself all those questions, don't bog yourself down. Reach out. I mean, it's not a big deal to call, text, email, shoot an instant message over to your partner and find out, hey, can you honestly tell me what's going on? And I hope by doing this every week that I give you a little bit of insight. You have some fun, and you see that real estate can be a lot of fun because right now, I mean, traditionally over the 20 some plus years that I've been doing this, not only in real estate, but also being part of the closing aspect of things, this time of year has always been a great time for sellers to think about selling. Why? Okay, if you really want to know, it's more than likely either transitions of jobs, or it's, as we just said, kids are graduating, kids are moving from elementary to middle school to high school. Maybe there's some rezoning issues. Maybe you just don't like the school that your kids are going to and you want to change it up. I don't know. So these are the opportunities that are coming into the time of May. And a lot of families do this. And a lot of families do this because over the last year, we're back to school. Whereas, during COVID, families were moving all times of years because so many kids in so many states and schools were doing virtual school. Now we're back. We're back to traditional school. So we're seeing, I am as well, seeing a very huge influx of families reaching out saying, I'm going to be there June 15th. I'm going to be there July 2nd. I need to get schools set up and my housing set up so they can start school the 1st of August. Yay! I love hearing that stuff because that is really what it's been like traditionally over the years. And it's good to see that the market is like that. Um, it's still a little crazy. I'm not going to lie. I'm still seeing multiple offers. I'm still seeing multiple, bids, offers, however you want to call it. And I am still seeing, even though every day I check the MLS for different areas, homes are popping up every day, which is good. Um, we're really right now seeing, which is really, I'm going to give you some statistics. As you know, I always love giving you statistics. First time home buyers right now represent 29% of all buyers. Virtually, that is kind of about the same for March of 2023, but in April 2022. So we're about the same, like right there. 28% of buyers had all cash, nearly unchanged from 27%. So that means still 1% more were all cash this last year compared to where we've been. 73% of respondents from where I'm getting my statistics from, reported that property sold in less than 1 month. And they are, if they're priced right. Okay. So we have to remember, you as a seller can always think my home is worth so much because I just added $50,000 in a new master bedroom. I just added $25,000 in my kitchen. I just added all this grass and irrigation and this fencing and da 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 da. That's awesome. I'm so very happy for you. But do you always make your money back? No, 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 no. You don't always make your money back. That's why you have to think smart when you go into renovating and updating your home prior to selling. And again, if you are thinking about that, please, 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 please reach out to the agent that is going to be assisting you with the sale of your home. Let them help guide you where is to spend your money properly, okay? Because yes, we can all go nuts in our bathrooms with marble, shower heads coming down and spraying us from every angle, and jacuzzi tubs and all this and that. But will you make your money back? No, I'm sorry. You may love that, but the next home buyer coming in may not want the jacuzzi bathtub. They just may want the shower and then the jacuzzi tub that you spent thousands on. They're going to rip up now because that's not what they want. Okay, so think smart with your money, especially if you're selling. We, myself, and I, as a whole, we in general as agents, me, myself, and I want you to net the most amount possible. And with that being said, it's hoping that you don't spend too much updating, renovating, and doing certain repairs that you don't need to. Okay. Need and wants, we both know are two different things. So let us help guide you with that. Okay. Homes received, okay, homes that were listed received an average of 3.1 offers. I know, kind of funny. And that virtually was unchanged from last month, okay? But it's down from last April of 2022, okay? So because last year homes were getting anywhere between 3, 5, 7, 10, multiple offers. And you as a buyer were getting not so lucky sometimes. And I will say right now, I have one client still. Our offers have always been strong. There's no contingencies. He's pre-approved. Long story short, we have been outbid four, count them, just like my last name, 4 times. And the last 2 times have been $40,000 over because it was a cash buyer. And the other time was $15,000 over. Okay, so people are still doing this. So you as a buyer have to be prepared. Like I asked my client, are you ready to place an escalation clause? What is that, you ask? That is when you go in, let's say your price is 300,000. Now we went in on a strong bid, but we know that there's probably multiple offers because it's an amazing property. Okay? And as an agent, I'm going to tell you it's an amazing property. It's going to go fast. It's priced at 300,000. Not a lot out there at 300. So what are we going to do? We're going to put this clause in, and it's basically like you being at an auction where you put the paddle up. Oh, again, another 100, another 1,000. So what this does is it allows you, the buyer, the opportunity to continue placing your bid, your offer, if you want to call it as that, up to a certain point. So it's escalating like an escalator, going up, 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 but then you have a ceiling, you stop. So let's say you wanted to escalate up to 310,000 because that's it. It's not worth anymore. As your agent have told you, it won't appraise for anymore. This is it. And you listen, which is nice. So with that said, someone comes in at 302,000. Well, in our clause, we've put that we will go up $1,000 every time. So now what does that mean? That means that you have now just placed your bid at 303,000, not at the 300,000 that you initially thought, because you have a very smart agent like myself trying to prepare you to win. Win, I say, win the house that you are so wanting. All right, so let's say another one comes in and they're 306. You're like, all right, what are we going to do? We have gone up to 310. So that 303 that we just thought we had won it with, we're now up to 307,000. Let's say we win it. Crowd goes wild. We're super excited. Woo! We win it. So how do we really know that we needed to go up to 307,000, you ask? Well, what we do is the listing agent gives us actually the information stating this was the last contract offer price on this home at 306. This is why you are at 307,000. So they supply that information so that you just don't wonder, oh, they wanted more money. No, they give us the information. We're able to make sure, confirm that our bid was outbid every time, and that's why we're at 307,000. It's a great tool, but you have to know as a buyer, what is your limit? And if you are a cash buyer, okay, great. What is your limit? What are you willing to do going into this to win that house? And if you are financing, will it appraise? That's the big question. You as a seller, all right, when you're going to list these homes, because right now is a great time to buy and sell. All right, so as a seller, please let us know any questions. What you're going to have to do is you're going to talk to your agent. Here I am. And you're going to ask realistically, what are the houses around me selling for, Lisa? Well, I'm going to pull the comps. I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the homes that are active because I will give you an instance. I have a listing coming up in Claremont, if anybody's wanting a house in Claremont. And all the houses around there are 450, 480, 499. Okay, that I'm going to be realistically and tell you they will not appraise. And the only way those three houses will appraise at that price is if one or two of those houses sell prior to mine selling. All right, so that's the gamble you have to take. So let's say your house sits here and you're like, all right, I've told you as your agent, it lists for 440,000. That's it. That's all it will appraise for with all the homes that have sold in the past 6 months. Your house will only appraise for 440. Well, Bill and Cindy have their house listed for 480,000. Well, Bill and Cindy, unless they get a cash buyer and John down the road sells for 490, it's not going to appraise. All right. So how fast do you want to sell your house? Do you really want to sell your house is the question. Are we going to market it and list it so that a buyer can come in, ready, willing, and able, buy your house so you can go do what you want to do with your money? That is the question. So as a seller, you have some things to think about. Do you want out? Or are you just looking to maybe kind of fish around for a little bit to see what you can actually get? So if it was me, now's the time to sell. Now's the time to buy. To sell a home in the U.S. All right, so let's see here. 51 million single-family homes and condo sales have occurred from 2011 and 2022. Suggests that waiting for the weather to warm up, but we live in Florida, of course, before selling a property can result in higher seller premiums. Okay, we're in May. We are here. We are Florida and we're always warm. So it's, we're good, right? The data coming from, let me tell you, World Property Journal Real Estate News indicates that spring and summer months, are the most effective for most active for home buying and making it ideal for sellers to list. Please, we need some homes. List. I know a really good agent. She will help you list smart. And so if you're considering selling, you need to sell very soon. And those hot markets are May, June, July. Because why? Because once we get into the August time frame, school's happening. Okay, so if you're not, let's just say, as a mom, school is hectic. School is crazy because you've gotten a routine for a couple of months and now you got to get them back off to school. What is the last thing that you're thinking about now? Oh my God, now I got to think about finding a home. Now I got to think about taxes and giving the paperwork to my lending officer. Now I got to figure out how to drive little Austin or Ava or Billy Bob off to school. I got to think of a new route. No. You want to be in your home, unpacked. Trust me, you want to be unpacked because I have been living in tubs since July. So being unpacked is so important. Oh my gosh. So you want to be unpacked. Mentally, you got to be ready to take on the new school year. And taking on the new school year mentally is being in a home that you love and you know where your shit is. Okay? Just being framed because not knowing where it's at is a battle. All right? So this here basically says us the greater seller premiums, which means your net really is May, which is crazy. I would have thought it would have been like June, July, but May is really 12.8%. June 10.7% and April 10.3. Odd. Never would have thought that. August 8.2 and July 9.6. September is even 8%. Wow. Okay. So, it heats up, but May is the premium month to be thinking about selling. I guess people are on the move. And, statistics, I don't know how much of it is always right, because when you get a survey, how many of us always, do the survey. So who knows? So needless to say, what I'm trying to tell you is if you're thinking about selling, call me. If you're thinking about buying, let's win the house together. Yay! Who loves a big win? Who likes to start the end of the year, beginning of June with a win? I do. I so do. So, all in all, let's just be honest, because I am with all of you that watch and I appreciate it. This has been a crazy market. We've had a roller coaster of a deal, but we still have not had the roller coaster that we did back in 2008, 2009, 2010, all of that. That was crazy. Now we're just dealing with interest rates. I know interest rates, but let's just be honest. Think about what is your car interest rate? What is your credit card? We all like to spend on the credit card, 17.24% interest rate. Here we're talking about 5.75, 6%. Maybe if you're a second homeowner, credit issues, whatever, you're talking maybe 7 to 8%. Those are questions that my amazing lender team can advise you. And they're not the typical where they're going to say, oh, let's pull your credit, let's do this, let's do that. They're going to ask you and they're going to advise you, which is what a good team does. They advise you. We don't scare you. I know, I don't try to scare. But we get you involved in all of this because buying a home is so much different than going out and buying a dress on that credit card that's 17.29%. Right? Okay? Because at least with the house, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever you're going to do with it, You can either rent it out now, make some money, you're going to turn around and sell it, you're going to have equity. This is an investment. My dress, even though I'm investing in my look, my shoes, I'm investing in my feet, you still think you're investing, but is it the type of investment that it's going to make you money over and over and over again? No, 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 no. So real estate is by far a great investment no matter what time of year, but it's finding the right home with the right agent and the right team to guide you through getting that investment so that you are making money and having a net profit or increasing in equity. I mean, there's properties out there, folks, that you can buy for, under 300,000 right now. Hang on to them for a couple, 2 to 5 years maybe. Will you have 100,000? I don't know. If I had a smoking globe magical ball to tell you that, I would tell you. But will you make 25, 30, 40, 50,000? You more than likely will. But again, don't hold me to those words. I'm just saying it will make more than that dress or those pair of shoes sitting in my closet. All right. So I hope you've had some fun. I hope I put a smile on your face. I hope I've given you some things to think about because it's always so much fun when you can actually think about, ooh, I could do that. And you can do this. You can have as little as 3% down with some of these homes. And some of our builders are giving you closing costs, they're giving you incentives, and they're even giving you fixed interest rates. Yes, I said it, interest rates. So there are lots of options, and everybody's coming over for the summer. So the summertime is ready to sizzle. Summertime is here to give you those ideas and that spark of, ooh, maybe I could do that, because you can. So, excuse me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. So, getting ready to rain here in Orlando. It's getting dark. Kind of feel like it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night with the way everything is looking. So let's take it down. And I would love to say thank you to all of you. I want to wish Ava a great last week of school. It's going to be crazy, going into the junior year. Kudos to Austin and all of his friends out at the Space TV for an amazing show with amazing choreographers. And for some of you that have watched and seen some of the photos, thank you so much. And, shout out to my family, because without them, I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards right now. And thank you to all of you for watching and supporting me and putting up with all of my, stuff. So here we go. I love you too. So have a fabulous Monday. The options are out there. There are options, there are options, there are options. Don't limit your options. Don't limit your thinking. The possibilities are endless, and they can and will definitely grow over the summer, hopefully for some of you. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Trying to think of what else going on. Excites Memorial Day weekend. There's lots of stuff happening here in Orlando, and I've seen some really great plugs for some new restaurants, some fairs, of course, the beach, of course. So if you are living in Orlando or you're visiting Orlando, go on Instagram, and you'll probably see a lot of stuff with Orlando events, Orlando happenings, and get involved, because it is a lot of fun. So with that said, I'd like to say peace out, my normal. Hope you all have a marvelous money-making Monday. How's that? I think that's a good one. And stay tuned, because who knows what will pop up and where I'll be and when I'll be back on, because you just never know with me. So again, it's Lisa. Why not with Lisa? Because what else would you all be doing with your favorite Orlando EXP real estate agent? So goodbye. Have a great day.